So when we talk about the benefits of our Loftware implementation, we are now at a single solution for all of our labeling needs. We have the centralized deployment, which ensures labeling consistency. It's basically one format for all sites. We have one owner, and that's the IS team, that's my group, and there's only 2 people in my group that know how to design the labels and deploy them. So that we keep the centralization, which ensures that we're meeting our customer requirements, and if we do have our certified labels, we know that they remain certified then. We have the easier design and deployment of the label formats. The designer is very easy to use, and like I said, once you have the connector with Oracle, the deployment is easier, and we're only putting out there one format for basically all sites. We have the configurable business rules to handle specific labeling needs. An example is this is if we have to print a particular label based on the starting characters in our part number. This is something we weren't able to do previously, and it would be a manual job of a team member. After we implemented Loftware, we were able to put this logic in there. So one of our requirements from the customer was if a part number started with certain characters, a label should be printed in a certain format. If it was different characters, it would print in a different format. We were able to put that logic in there and reduce the mislabeling from a human team member that had to make that decision. Also, and this was a great time saver for us, there were several canned automotive label formats that came with the software. That was great. It helped us to implement the software faster because we either used the label template that was already set up, or we only had to make minimum tweaks so we wouldn't have to create all these labels from scratch when we went live at a very busy time with all the other ERP that was going on. So that was a real saving time for us. And then in terms of the on-demand printing interface for one-off labeling needs, we do have, for the most part, we are printing mass production parts. For those in the automotive industry, I'm sure you're familiar with service parts. They typically have a different format than our mass production labels, and they also may be a different size. They also sometimes come with pre-printed labels. So Loftware is able to give us the flexibility also to print these different scenarios. For example, service parts are different kinds of labeling needs, and that's a plus there too. It's easy to monitor and troubleshoot labeling difficulties and reprint them. So there's a interface in the software where you can view what labels have printed. If you need to relabel, or if you were able to see if there were any failures, you'd be able to see them. So the team really liked having that visibility to the labeling difficulties. And then all the barcode formats were provided, including the 2D. We didn't have to purchase an extra set of barcode fonts or anything like that. They were all included in the software. We didn't have to. They met all the needs that we currently have. And then finally, it's a platform for future growth, very scalable for our requirements. Like I said, we are adding an additional plant, and I feel it is. With any other requirements that our customer comes up with, we'll be able to meet those needs.